The 6th season of Outlander will come to an end on May 1st, and with a 7th season already in production, lead actor Sam Heughan is set for some serious bank. But the Highland Warrior has the credentials to match, and with those credentials comes a busy yet lavish lifestyle. Today, we'll be taking a dive into Sam Heughan's rich lifestyle and how he spends his millions. First up, a journey to 7 figures. Sam Heughan wasn't always a multimillionaire, and there was a time when the Scottish actor had a few pennies to his name. Despite having a few scattered acting roles, Heughan had his big break as Jamie Fraser on Outlander. As far back as 2017, Heughan was making about $100,000 per episode. That's some spending money. But over the course of 13 episodes in season 3, he made approximately $1.3 million, and that's just from Outlander. He starred in Bloodshot along Vin Diesel and is also slated to appear in Text for You with Priyanka Chopra Jonas. And we're also excited to see the actor in Mr. Malcolm's List. All in all, Sam's personal wealth is roughly estimated at $6 million. Phew! And that's not counting the capital he's invested into his business ventures. Next, the love of brand building. We've said it before, the Scottish philanthropist and actor is as dedicated to fitness as anyone can be. The man knows his stuff. In fact, he's so passionate about being fit that he founded and promoted a movement called My Peak Challenge. But we'll get to that. We're not missing out on a chance to talk about the hot Scots fitness routine. Now, speaking of how Heughan knows his stuff, what a lot of fans don't know about the actor is his business ventures. He founded the Great Glen Company as a way to share authentic Scottish products as well as culture with the rest of the world. And through the Great Glen Company, in 2020, Heughan launched his very own whiskey brand, the Sassenach. This is fitting for the actor, since he's one of the few actors being considered to replace Daniel Craig as James Bond. Just like Bond made the martini cocktail an iconic drink in the film industry, Heughan is apparently going along the same lines with whiskey. The whiskey is so good, in fact, that it earned a double gold medal at the 2020 San Francisco World Spirits Competition. We're thinking, if Sam does get chosen as the next Bond, maybe change his drink from a vodka martini to a Sassenach whiskey. It'll be fitting, don't you think? But Sassenach is just the tip of the iceberg for Heughan. Cairn More Creative, which he listed as a creative arts firm and set up in 2015, boasted a total assets of over $3.6 million in 2021. After creditor payments were paid off, the firm reported shareholder funds of over $3.1 million. The man is a growing business mogul, and he's just gonna go up from here in our opinion. In any case, with his businesses going so well, Heughan saw a huge increase in his net worth, and that was his chance to buy a sweet-looking ride. Up next, the Audi and the kilt. If we were Sam, we would have probably bought the latest Mercedes and be done with it. It's stylish, it's sexy, and it screams corporate. But hey, we're not Sam, unfortunately, but we do know one particular car that the actor spent some of his money on. He reportedly owns a cherry red Audi R8 Spider, and that's no ordinary supercar. Prices start at $160,000 to a little over $200,000. The 5.2-liter V10 engine was developed specifically by Lamborghini and turns out 562 pure German horsepower. And with a 0 to 60 in a mind-boggling 3.1 seconds, we're imagining Heughan tearing through the Scottish Highlands in a leather jacket and a matching kilt. Now, that's a very specific image, we know, and that's because Heughan uploaded a picture of exactly that on his Instagram. And in the iconic words of a fan, there's nothing like a man in a leather jacket and a kilt standing next to his cherry red Audi. And trust us, that image is gonna stay in our minds for a while. Then, we have Sam's love for traveling. We're thinking of the Audi R8 and imagining a smiley-faced Sam Heughan driving through the Scottish Highlands. He's a busy actor, with several projects on his plate, there's no denying that. But when Sam has time on his hands, he loves doing what all of us would do if we had a couple $1 million in the bank. Now, let's talk about his homeland, Scotland. There are perks to being the lead in one of the highest-rated shows on TV, and one of them is traveling. Outlander boasts a wide range of locations from the Scottish Highlands, so it's pretty easy for Sam to travel about and visit places that he's never seen before. On his birthday, in 2014, Heughan had an off day, and he took the chance to sneak off set and climb to the top of Schiehallion. Locals call it the Mountain of the Fairies, which is a gorgeous name for a magical place. According to the actor, it was some of the most dramatic scenery that he'd ever seen, with snow-covered tips, incredible wildlife, and overall magic that he'll never forget. Now, in and around Glasgow. If you like Sam Heughan as much as we do, you'll know that getting outdoors is hugely important to him. Everything from trekking to rock climbing to even mountain climbing is something that's very appealing to him. When he's got some time on his hands, Heughan gets into his Audi R8 Spider and drives a little outside of Glasgow to Loch Lomond. Over there, he loves climbing up the countless Munros that are just a little further away. In Scotland, mountains that have a height of over 3,000 feet are called Munros, and according to Heughan, he's done about 20 or 30 Munros, and always goes back to climb up more. That sounds amazing and everything, but we're just thinking of the fuel costs of the Audi R8. It's a good thing that he has a steady income, because if it were us, we'd be walking all the way. When outside Scotland, Sam really loves visiting this little place called Yorkville in Toronto. Whether it's for a press tour or just traveling for leisure, he prefers to stay at the luxurious Hazelton Hotel. A night stay there could set you back a little over $150, and Sam loves to stay for a few days at least to take in the local environment. The hotel has an incredible selection of restaurants that Heughan digs, and he's also said that the people who live and work there are some of the most chill folks he's ever come across. Next, we have the multi-million-dollar homes. In November of 2021, Sam made one of his most extravagant purchases when he spent $1 million on a farmhouse near Glasgow. This was on top of 3 other homes he already owned at that time, and the total cost of all 3 homes was approximately $1.5 million. Hey, if you're raking in hefty paychecks, it makes perfect sense to spend a few of them on a permanent residence. The Glasgow farmhouse features 4 converted bedrooms, modern decor, and detailing. The kitchen itself is large, with a massive island in the middle. The multi-million-dollar farmhouse also has a gorgeous patio and a double garage. While the farmhouse is breathtaking, what made us love it even more is the fact that Heughan chose the farmhouse because of its distinct look and feel to the locations and houses seen in Outlander. But this is what sent us over the edge. The farmhouse was built in 1775, the same year that season 6 of Outlander is set in. Was part of the season filmed at this location? We don't know, but we are sure that it influenced the Scottish actor in some way. Now, Sam's acts of philanthropy. Let's get back to Heughan's passion for fitness. Whenever his chiseled jawline appears on screen, you can see the hard work that he put into making that happen. He's athletic, and he's got an entrepreneurial spirit. Remember the My Peak Challenge that the Hot Scot founded? Well, if you're a member of MPC, you pay an annual membership fee of 90 British pounds or somewhere around $120. In exchange, you get a 12-month training plan that has a step-by-step guide on how to perform daily exercises, including motivational videos starring Heughan himself. There's also a huge recipe collection from expert nutritionists that members can use for their own dietary goals. But MPC has loftier goals. To date, MPC has more than 10,000 active members across 80 countries, and these members have helped raise over $1 million to fully fund a clinical research trial in partnership with a blood cancer charity, Bloodwise. The MPC also raised funds to underwrite the first full-time director for Caitriona, Scotland, an organization that helps educate people about testicular cancer. Heughan's goal for My Peak Challenge doesn't end here. He wants the member count to keep increasing and for more charities to partner with My Peak Challenge so that members have a wider set of choices to donate their money. Honestly, we thought we couldn't love the Scotsman more, but after learning about this, we are head over heels. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. What do you think of Sam's rich lifestyle? And would you become a proud hooligan and join My Peak Challenge? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you liked the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this. Until next time.